we have had massive snakenings in NA, including Khanada dropping Bugha for G-Money and osid. Mongraal is also struggling with his new trio over in EU. There is a lot to talk about, let's get into it. But before we do that, thank you for all the support in the previous videos. Make sure to like and subscribe right now. Please comment down below your hottest takes as well, because I'll be making a video including everyone's hottest takes that they put in the comment section and giving my own perspective to it. Before we get into the Divisional Cup, let's talk about all the new trios we have in NA. Boltz's trio did absolutely terrible in the Eval Cup, and I feel like everyone saw that they were going to split. Boltz is kind of known for dropping players, so I feel like he had less opportunity to join trios. He ended up with Skittles and avivv. However, I feel like this could be a top 10 trio. I do see them splitting up at some point when Boltz has a chance to get a better trio. Rapid, he stayed with Yapko and he picked up Threats. I feel like this team could be really good. Threats, obviously one of the best aimers in NA. Yapko, a high tier fragger, and Rapid, who is also a very good fighting IGL. I also see this as a globals level team. Definitely top 10 worthy, however I do see them splitting up as well. I don't see them splitting up since this is one of the best trios we've had coming from the snakening. I'm definitely excited to see where this trio goes moving forwards. We also got Virgo, TK and Craze together. Chimp, Mason and Noxy also together as well. And the big one, we got Khanada splitting from Bugha and Threats. He started playing with G-Money and osid. Khanada was kinda crashing out on the stream the other day, talking about how Bugha wasn't doing anything for the trio. Let's roll the clip right now.
Playing with Bugha, we would scrape top 10s. We would scrape top 10s like it was fucking supper for dinner, bro. And every time I asked him a VOD review, aired, egoed, nothing. No DM back, nothing. Aired, ego, boom, 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 boom. And you know what I also found out, bro? Even after I dropped Bugha, I found out that he was gonna not even be able to play the Div Cup with us today. And he knew the whole time yesterday and didn't tell us. So if you guys think that I'm gonna play with Bugha again when I can't trust this dude, or even expect him to VOD review one time with us when we have Seaport on Con and we're getting 10th place in the finals, it's disgusting. Like, I can't sit here and try to be nice and have fucking sympathy for other people. I don't give a fuck. And that fucking Bitcoin, I fucking stashed that shit. I stabled that shit. That shit's in my account. I don't give a fuck. I'm not sending that shit back. Fucking stable to my account, look, 80 bands.
So as you can see, Khanada is really annoyed at Bugha right now. He's probably never going to play with Bugha again. But now I think you're wondering where Bugha is landed with. He is with Webster and Freeze. This is not a trio that is going to qualify for globals. I'm sorry. I know Bugha is an insane IGL when he is trying, but because his trio isn't really a tier 1 trio, I don't see Bugha trying at all. Some other big news, we had Cooper moving away from Mars Meadows. This means Acorn, Ages and Ritual are unconned for the rest of the season. This changes a lot in the NA comp scene because when Acorn is unconned, he does so well. He is super consistent, but he also proves that you can get the items as well. I kind of think this is a 3-horse race between peterbot, Clix and Acorn to see who will win this FNCS coming up. Anyway, with all that done, let's move on to the Divisional Cup. Oh my god, I pre-recorded all the trio changes and I was doubting avivv, Skittles and Boltz, but they are in first place with 445 points. Their match history was crazy. We got a 13 Eden first, a 15 Eden fourth, a 1 Eden 32nd, a 3 Eden 26th, a 12 Eden 11th, a 20 Eden first, a 0 Eden 25th, a 17 Eden second and an 8 Eden 12th. This team is looking really good in the fragging department. If they get a bit more consistent, they can definitely be one of the best trios in NA. Second place we got Muzz, Curly and Rise. Huge shout out to them. They are just looking really consistent all around. They are always in the top 10, usually in the top 5. In third we got a new team of Noxy, Mason and Chimp. Huge shout out to Mason. He used to be with Higgs and eomzo, and sadly he got dropped because he had to go on holiday, which was a completely weird situation, but I'm glad he's still at the top of the leaderboards even without them. In fourth we have Xavier's trio. In fifth we got Khanada, G-Money and osid. Khanada has proven that he doesn't need Bugha. G-Money and osid, huge shout out to them. They moved to keyboard last season and they're still putting up numbers. In sixth we got Clix, Higgs and eomzo, just one of the best teams in NA. They had an average placement of 15 and an average elims of 14.44. They had a 9 elim 20th, a 10 elim 19th, a 12 elim 17th, a 10 elim 14th, a 26 elim 3rd, a 4 elim 24th, a 33 elim 2nd, a 19 elim 15th, and a 7 elim 21st. Their placement isn't the best, but the elims are definitely boosting them up the leaderboard. I still think this is one of the best trios in NA by far. In 7th, we got Acorn, Rituals and Ages. They are showing with Mars Meadows uncontested. They are insane. In 8th, we have Bugha, Pars and Pump, an NA West trio. Shout out to them. In 9th, we got Peterbot, Cold and Poyo. I won't go over their match history because it's kind of all over the place. They did get a 35 elim win, but what do you expect from that trio? They got an average placement of 14.7 and an average elims of 15.4, kind of around the same area as Clix. They kind of are on the same level as Clix when it comes to elims, but Clix kind of beats them in placement, unfortunately. And in 10th, we have King Cringe. Some other notable trios outside of the top 10, we got Rapid, Yapko and Frets in 12th. 13th, we got Virgo, TK and Craze. Apparently this isn't a proper trio. Bucky was unable to play today, but it's kind of looking like they're doing better without Bucky, so I don't know what's happening there. In 14th, we got an EU trio of Pablo, Marius and Prodoxy. In 16th, we got Visuals, Braids and Diminished. In 17th, we got Quanti, Edgy and Chance. In 20th, we got Vidil, Cooper and Sphinx. Kind of disappointing for them. I kind of see them as a top 10 trio in NA. Seeing them in 20th right now, it isn't the greatest look. It is only in opens, so it doesn't really matter as long as they qualify. In 26th, we got Shadow, Curve and Tyler. In 32nd, just in the qualifying range, we've got Seti, Hari and Kami. They are always in the finals in NA. And in 33, we've got an underrated trio of Seek, Taki and Eshu. In 69th place, we have Webster, Freeze and Bugha. Bugha is not doing well right now. You can kind of tell that he's not trying. He has got like a tier 2 trio as well, so that does not help him in the slightest. Honestly, I kind of see Bugha giving up at this point. He is not putting the numbers. I see Bugha maybe trying to be in a trio with Reet, however Reet might want to grind a bit more, so it is looking a bit weird right now. Even Somerset is in front of Bugha, so that is clearly not a good look at all. We do have a disappointing finish for Reet. He had a new trio of Bryce and Tony, and he has not done well whatsoever. I don't know what it is with Reet, but he is just constantly struggling to find good teammates. He had an average placement of 16.3 and an average elims of 3.3. This just isn't a good look for Reet at all. I don't think he's ever going to get a tier 1 trio with performances like this. Anyway, with all that out the way, let's move over to EU. Now in EU, there are definitely some big names at the top of the leaderboard. In first place, we have, that's right, your eyes aren't fooling you, Tayson, Haris and Chicho. I personally did not see this coming. This trio in the Eval Cup yesterday did absolutely horrible. I was even saying that Haris's stocks were down, but he came back and proved me and everyone else wrong. Their match history was absolutely insane, super consistent. We had a 9 elim first, an 11 elim first, another 11 elimination first. They had one dud game of a 3 elim 24, then a 9 elim third, a 9 elim fourth, and yet again to cap it all off we have an 11 elim first. These guys were just playing out of their minds today. I'm super happy to see it. I'm always happy to see Tayson do well. Haris, it's great to see a comeback story, and Chicho, yet again another comeback story considering he flopped in the Solo Cash Cup the other day. It's always great to see these three at the top of the leaderboards, but someone who's right behind them, we had Vico, Vino and Flixie 5 points behind with 473. Their match history was a bit all over the place. They had a 12 elim 16th, a 1 elim 29th, a 20 elim win, a 17 elim 11th, a 0 26th, a 24 elim 6th, a 2 elim 29th, a 25 elim 1st, a 7 elim 17th, and a 17 elim 9th. Their elims were insane today. They got 125 in total with 12.5 average elims and a 14.5 average placements. I still think this team is definitely one of the best in the world, definitely top 2 in my opinion. Could they maybe go back to back in FNCS? I would not be surprised. In third place we had Pablo, Thomas HD and Panzer. Panzer is showing why he is one of the best RGLs in the world. In the Eval Cup they did really well in the opens, but sadly they were contested in the finals and they didn't do well. Hopefully in the finals they will be okay. Obviously we still got one more day of this, so if they keep playing like this they'll definitely qualify. I think this could possibly be a top 5 team in the world if they keep up this gameplay. In fourth we have Redoxy's team. In fifth we have Pix, Darm and Demas. At what point are we going to say they're one of the best in the world? I love seeing their gameplay, they absolutely frag out. They had an average elims of 7.63 and I can't wait to see them in the finals. In 6th we have Pink, Nebs and Kira. In 7th we have Specs. In 8th we have Chap, Shark and Kiduo. It's great to see them do well considering they didn't qualify for the Eval Cup. I'm glad to see them close to qualifying in the Divisional Cup where it matters. In 9th we have Trulex, Teeny and Sikavi, and in 10th we have Howley. Some other big name trios that are just outside the top 10. 13th we have Combat Blaha and Nixon. In 17th we have Seti, Hari and Kami. In 18th we have Pingwox and Manabuka at 340 points. In 20th we have iDrop, Sky and Scroll. In 23rd we got Swizzy, Queasy and Ristache. In 34th we got Cringe, Moneymaker and Fanayan. In 36th we have Yanis, Noah Riley and Reason. And in 44th we have Country, Finnick and Uppool. Those are most of the big name trios, but if you can't tell, Mongraal is nowhere to be found. In 102nd place, Mongraal, Prism and Casper on 187 points. They aren't looking too great. It's a shame because they got a top 10 in the Opens and they were doing really well in the Eval Cup. They were definitely looking like a top team. Their average placements was a 14.78 and they have an average elims of 2.67. Honestly, I hope they can pull through to get to the finals. They are definitely a Grand Finals team and to not see them qualify for even a Divisional Cup will be sad. I feel like this is Mongraal's best chance of qualifying to a Grands. He can't let this opportunity go to waste. If you can't tell, there is no Mr. Savage. He has a surgery coming up. There's nothing to worry about. Apparently it's just procedure, but that is why he's not playing in the Divisional Cup. I have no idea who he's going to be playing with in his trio. We are yet to see. He is yet to tell us. But right now it's not looking like there's too many good players looking for trios, which is quite sad to see on his part. That is all the big news for today. Thank you for watching and thank you for all the support I've been having. Please remember to like and subscribe and to comment down below your hot takes in the comments section. I will be making a video including everyone's hot takes and I will give my own perspective on them. Yet again, thank you for watching and peace.